So I just sat down to upload a video, and I noticed that the channel had just passed the 60,000 subscriber number. That really gave me a flashback to the first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube. I remember that time when I first started watching YouTube. One of the channels that I first started following was the Nut and Fancy channel, and it was really new what he was doing. It was really revolutionary to get online and to review gear and just that mindset, and it attracted a lot of people and opened up possibilities that, you know, this is something that this new media is really interesting. And it's really interesting to me, you know, what causes some people just to have that desire to sit in front of a tripod and film a video and upload it on YouTube. You know, what causes that? Because some people are really drawn to that, and you just never know who it's going to be, and some people, I think most people are not, that does not appeal to them whatsoever. Maybe many of you guys may know that when I first started, I had a different channel. It was called the Wranglerstar channel, and I ran that for a couple years and had, I don't know, I probably had a couple hundred videos up on that, and I shut that video down and deleted all those videos. And my reason for the time for doing that was that I was concerned that I didn't really understand what my motive for making videos was, and what I was concerned was the proverbial pat on the back. When you start getting noticed on YouTube, when you start getting a lot of people that follow your channel, you are inundated with compliments and people telling you, oh, you're fantastic, and it's just piled on you, all of these compliments. And I was concerned that I think I started to find myself when I was talking with friends about any particular topic, you know, because that I was making videos, because I had received all of these accolades and compliments, that I was concerned that I was going to think myself a little more special than I ought to be, or a little something that I wasn't. And I really wrestled with that decision. I had put so much time and effort into all those videos, but I didn't like where I was going. I was concerned that my motives for doing videos was in the wrong place, and I just decided to turn my back on it and walk away from it. Much soul searching and prayer and you know, trying to look objectively at it and trying to self-analyze and you know, why am I doing this and what is the purpose? I made the decision that I didn't think that I was really motivated by that continued desire for praise and accolades, and so I started the Wranglerstar channel, and I have taken it in a very different direction. Rather than trying as my first channel to copy and emulate successful personalities on YouTube, with the Wranglerstar channel, I made a conscious decision to go my own path. And that has kind of led down the path that we do now. You know, I don't know what you would call it. I don't know if it's entirely unique. It's just what I do. I don't try to model myself after anyone else's channel like I did before. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you're a new guy wanting to do that and get started, because that's how we do it. You know, if you want to learn to become a painter, you need to go and you need to study the fundamentals. You need to study the basics and work with the masters. Oftentimes you will paint and copy great works that have been done until you can find your wings and go your own direction. So I guess that's what I needed to do, and that's what I did. Getting back to the 60,000 number, I remember, I think the first day that I uploaded a video on the Wranglerstar channel, Nut and Fancy at that time, I believe, if memory serves, had about 60,000 subscribers. And that was more then than it is now. It's not the big deal now that it was then. And that was just in the stratosphere. And I always thought to myself, wow, if I could ever get to the point where I had 60,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would really know that I was somebody on YouTube. I had really arrived. I had become a success story on YouTube. So, you know, when I saw that 60,000 number, it's just an arbitrary number. It didn't mean anything. It just, in my mind at that time, that's the number that I had set for myself. Then I would know that I had arrived. So I thought that's kind of funny. 60,000 subscribers compared to a lot of the really big channels is small potatoes. However, it's not. It's not because the 60,000 subscribers that I have are totally different than the subscribers some of these channels have where they have millions. My 60,000 subscribers are solid, salt-to-the-earth people. And I've always said this, I have the best subscribers on YouTube. I have very, very little trolling. I have very, very few problems with profanity and people rolling in and just being nasty and disgusting and vile and foul. You know what? All those people go to these other huge channels, you know, like Epic Mealtime or take your pick, whatever. Go there and look at their comments compared to the comments that we have here, and it's just laced with filth and foulness and it's disgusting. It's the sewer of YouTube, and I'm glad that they're over there because kind of like a bug zapper, you know, that attracts all of the disgusting and filthy and vile and hateful creatures. They can go over there and congeal on those mega channels, you know. So those numbers, although they're very great, you can't compare them to what we have here. So I just want to, I'm saying that as a compliment to those of you who watch the channel and participate in it, because there's a difference. There's a tremendous difference. And I'm grateful for that, so thank you very much. Just to talk about the channel a little bit, it's really getting to the point where it's starting to snowball and to take off. I was looking at some stats just before I made this video, and there's a couple stats that are interesting. Getting back to the good subscribers, audience retention is one of the key components of success on YouTube. That's what YouTube looks at to determine whether a video is quality, and how they rank them and how they place them, and how the longer someone watches a video, the better standing it has. I maintain with my videos a phenomenal rating of nearly 80% audience retention. What that means is that the majority of people are watching 80% of a video. And I was talking to my YouTube rep, and she was telling me that they consider 50% to be a phenomenal number. I mean, a way above average, a good number. So 80%, it just goes to speak to the quality of people that we have here and that are engaged. And I really appreciate that. We just topped, in the last 30 days, 1.5 million video views. So and it's just going up and up and up. I was looking at the projections in the future. The channel we should have 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. So it's really, really taken off. And that's 50 to 60, I've even seen 70,000 video views in 24-hour period, but average is about 50,000. So thank you. I'm not saying this to toot my own horn. I'm just excited about it. I'm excited the more I get the feedback and the more the channel grows, the more desire I have to do better and to upload more and better content. I enjoy it. I have some enemies out there, or detractors, that say, you know, you're going to run out of gas, and you know nobody can keep up this pace, and you know you enjoy it while it lasts. Well, the thing is I don't pre-plan videos. Oftentimes the videos, something will come into my head and I do them. But typically what I'm showing you are things that I'm just doing and I would be doing with or without YouTube. YouTube has just given me the opportunity to have extra free time and to spend more time on those. So the more the channel receives, or the better it does, the more time I have to do more. So it's only going to get better, Lord willing. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I thought that was fun. What else is there? Anything else I wanted to talk about? No, I guess that's it. So how are you liking the new Google Plus interface? Yeah, I don't know if we need to go into that, but I want to thank all of you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, and I appreciate it. I really do. One thing I want to ask you that you'll see in the last few videos, I've made a point of asking or putting up an annotation. Would you please click a thumbs up or thumbs down on there? Preferably a thumbs up. What that does is, if you like the video, click the thumbs up, and I can use that as a guide to tell me if I see a video that's got 1,000 thumbs up into it. I can say, okay, people like that, we can kind of steer it in that direction. If we have a video that I upload that people don't like so well, and it's maybe a much smaller margin, then I'll know, well, you know, people are not really interested in that. We don't need to go down that road. So this way it keeps the channel interactive, and it helps me to gauge what we want, you know, what people like. We're here to enjoy each other. I love YouTube. I love being entertained. I get my entertainment and my information there, and I like to provide it the best I can. So it's hard to know when you're putting it out there. It's easy to get really tunnel vision on what you're doing and think, okay, I do videos this way, and this is my style, and this is my look. But it doesn't have to be that way. There are no rules. There are no boundaries with what we can do here, and the subscriber base can dictate it. You know, this is the new media, and potential and where it's going to go is knows no limits. We don't even have any idea where it's going to be in 10 years from now. But I'm happy to be here, kind of on the ground floor. Been doing this long enough now where I can see that it's not going anywhere, and it is the future. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.